Greetings, fellow traders. Bubblehead here, and it's time for the Daily Market Wrap, sponsored by Positive Trends Research. Before we get started, just a reminder that everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. All right, so big news here after hours, right? We've got Roku. Roku is in the middle of having a good earnings report with good earnings per share and revenue, but they really flushed it down. I think even before the numbers came out. So it's basically hit the measured move to the downside. Wouldn't be surprised after their conference call if we actually saw a reversal back up. So you never know with earnings. So even with a beat, it could still go down, right? Because algos really, they control this, and it's they could push it down, and it's really hard to buy up, right? There's so much volume in here, and you have to have limit orders, and it's crazy how it moves. So amazing stuff right there. So we'll see how that ends up playing out. It tagged through a lot of key levels, right? But we still need to see a lot of those gap filled on the actual live chart right there. So we'll see how that ends up holding up throughout the evening. Other than that, let's take a look at the SPX and just kind of take a look at the price action today. It was a choppy day, right? We only finished up 2 points today, but it wasn't without like some pretty big moves, right? So this move right here, this is on the potential of a delay, right, of the tariff talk until December, and that gave a big move right there. This actually gave us a big clue for a short, and this was a good place to take a scalp right here. So you just have to be careful on those sharp moves down, right, because they can jump and move around and all that stuff. So there's a little bit of money to be made there. Then we got a little bit of a chop right here, and what does the market like to do? It likes to return to the scene of the breakdown, right? The scene of the breakdown, right? So that's what we did, right? So we had a nice bullish candle right here, right? This is a good confirmation bar off of this inside bar right here, right? And then it worked its way up, and we got all the way up to this level here, the scene of the breakdown that we chopped around for the rest of the day. So those were kind of the big moves right there. A few other movers after hours. We got QCOM. Yeah, QCOM had a big move up and then big drop down, and then it's kind of chopping around here around the 88 level. It's kind of hanging out around some of our floor pivot levels that we like to provide to our subscribers. So we have QCOM there, and KL was another one that had a move after hours. Kirkland Lake Gold, a little bit of a move, just kind of choppy right there. So pretty much looking forward to tomorrow to see how everything's go. Just one more real quick look at the SPX. If we look at the, we kind of go back, look at the monthly chart. We're still off of the hammer right there, barely a blip on the radar today. Still a spinning top there at the upper Bollinger Band. We filled the gap today on the SPX. That's kind of a big deal. Came up off of it, and that was really the big move right there. So that was the open gap. And if you go back to our 5-minute chart, right, you can see. Let me pull up today's levels. If you go up to November 6th right here, so if you pull up today's levels, here we go. There's our open gap below. We keep it labeled for us every day, right? So we have that right there. So in this here, we say entering the gap window. So once we flush through there, right, it's kind of an indication that gap will get filled. Boom, gap got filled, worked its way up. So that was kind of the big event of the day. Oh, one more. Tesla had a good one too. Tesla had an upgrade by the S&P from a B- rating to a B+ rating, and that gave it a little bit of a squeeze today. Look at that, right at the 15 orb level, right? Nice little cup and handle, right? Boom, confirmation bar right there. Boom to the next level, the prior day's high, and boom to the next level here on the floor pivot level. So definitely some tradable stuff today. This also corresponded before this even happened, right? You guys know we love working on these inside 15s, right? You basically had a Morningstar reversal here on the daily, right? Because you have this level right here, right? This one closed at 315.72 and it opened at 315.68. So this is a Morningstar reversal right on the daily chart. With Morningstar reversals, they don't necessarily move right away, but they like to kind of retest. We'll look at the retest right here. Double inside 15. Okay, we talk about this all the time on the live streams, right? So boom, all the way up to the 15 orb, and then you had that 15 orb break right there. Beautiful setup. And that's it, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and hopefully see you guys in the live stream tonight. And remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you soon.